Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your July tarot forecast, or tarot insights, I should say. What I'm going to be looking at is not a comprehensive look at your month at all. This is going to be covering one theme that shows up during your month at some point. It may have to do with love, it may have to do with family, it may have to do with work, it may have to do with your home. It can be anywhere. I basically have given free rein to Sacred Spirit. We're going to talk about whatever it is that Sacred Spirit wants to bring up for each sign. So it's whatever is most important for you guys to hear about. I know that disappoints some of you because you just want those love readings, but sometimes there are other things that are important too. So, what I'm actually going to be looking at in these monthlies is one particular life cycle that shows up for you sometime in the month of July. And a life cycle, what do you need to know about that? A life cycle is something that we all go through, and the purpose of it is to teach us something or to let us experience something either new or at a new level than before. So life cycle gives us a new lesson or new experience, and we have the setup of the life cycle, then we have the lesson or the experience, and then we have the fulfillment or the ending of the life cycle. The fulfillment is what happens as we integrate that lesson or experience into our lives, and that'll be more at the end of the reading. That'll be like the last three cards that I talk about. Before that is the setup, and then in between is the actual lesson or experience. How long is a life cycle is something that I hear a lot. Life cycles really, as far as timing, depend on you and how quickly you embrace or how much you resist the lesson or experience that you're being set up for. So, completely up to you. I've seen life cycles last as short as 20 minutes, although that's pretty rare usually. And I've seen them go on for years and years and years. So like I said, it really depends on you and how willing you are to embrace the lesson or how much you're resisting that lesson or experience. Okay, so thank you once again, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Now you know what you're getting into. On with your reading. Hello there, Aries. Thank you so much for stopping by for your July Tarot Insights. What we have coming up for you very first off is the card that talks to me about your environment. And what I'm seeing is that the environment that you're in, and your environment can be any place where you have energy or effort invested. What I have coming up for your environment is that it is a place that is making you feel uninspired. You're not too thrilled with it. It actually kind of drags your energy level down. Your environment is not everything that you would hope that it could be to help you propel forward or to motivate forward. In fact, it probably, from what I'm seeing on this card right now, the environment that we're talking about is one that may even be sort of holding you back from your fullest potential. The next thing that we're looking at does talk about your subconscious leanings. Subconsciously kind of goes along with the environment, actually. Looks to me like you're feeling really penned in or caged in some situation, and your subconscious is working on, okay, how do I figure out how to make this cage work for myself? For some of you, that's what you're actually working on. And for others of you, you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I break free from this cage? How do I get out of that? The next card that we have talks to me about two different things, actually. Your learning style and also your communication style. Right now, when it is regarding the particular life cycle that we're looking at, what I see as your learning style is really watching other people. I see you really watching other people who have what you want or who are doing what you want to do, and you're taking your cues from them. As far as communication style, I don't really think that you are going overboard on communication right now. In fact, I think you're probably just holding a lot in and just kind of waiting to see when would be the appropriate time to share some of the information that you've been learning. I do feel like the people who could use your information around you, they know that they can come to you if they need to, but you're not pushing yourself on them. You're just making yourself available, and it's up to them if they want to come and get advice or information or help from you. La da 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 da. Next, we're looking at your work. And for me, I'm different. With work, this can be that thing that you do to make a living, but it can also be those things that you're doing to improve your own inner character, your own inner self. So what I'm seeing right now when it comes to work, first of all, if this is talking about what you're doing to make a living, then I'm feeling like you're whatever it is that you're doing, you're kind of doing it in an isolated sort of way, or at least it feels isolated to you, even if it's not. And I feel like you're missing something from work. So it may be that there's a change in the way work has been going. Maybe you used to work in a situation that didn't feel so isolated, and you miss those people that you used to be around. Or this could be that you just miss something about the way things used to be at work, and things have been changed, and so you're still trying to make peace with the way things are now, but still missing the old ways. Now, if this is inner work that we're talking about, then this would be more along the lines of really feeling lonely, missing a particular person or missing your family, possibly even being homesick, and learning how to deal with those feelings in a healthy way when you can't always be with that person or be back home. How do you deal with those feelings in a healthy way and not let them get you down too much? Interesting that your environment had you feeling blue, so maybe this is all really around that environment. If you've just moved, you could be being homesick. A lot of options there. I can't go through all the options. I would be here all day. That part of you that's being grown or expanded as you go through this particular life cycle is the part of you that, wow, the part of you that's adjusting to a move or a major change. So when I say a move, this could very much be a literal geographic move. This can also be a major change or a shift in your thinking or in your thought patterns, in your perceptions. So there's something going on where, yeah, for some of you, this is going to come in as a very literal geographic move to a different place, far from home, or at least far enough that it doesn't feel like home is near. And then for some of you, this is really talking about you've had such a big shift in perception or how you're viewing some certain situation in your life or your life in general that in your mind you're kind of in a foreign place, in a new place. So there's this huge shift going on that's the part of you that's being grown or expanded right now, that part that learns how to stay on your feet as you're in this new place or as you're in this new way of thinking. Next, what we have coming up is those things that you stand for, Aries. Okay, so it looks like you've set some boundaries with somebody in your life, and you've told them, okay, I don't mind doing this and this and this for you, but I'm not going to be doing that or that or that. And so that's what you're standing up for right now. I feel like you're catching some flack for setting those boundaries from somebody else, and that person, and you're just like, you know what? I have to think about my own survival, my own energy level, my own lifestyle too. I can't just be constantly doing and giving and going for somebody else and have time to have my own life and take care of my own business as well. So I feel like you're really defending your boundaries to somebody who just doesn't understand where you're coming from. The next card that comes up for you, Aries, is one that talks about how other people perceive you. Interesting. What I'm seeing is that other people perceive you as somebody who has all the information. If they want to know something, you're the person that they run to. You have your fingers in all the resources. So if you don't know something, you know how to find it. You know how to look it up. You know how to Google it. You know how to find the right book to find the information. You're kind of the information person is how other people see you. All right, so all of that is the setup for the life cycle. Next, we're going to look at your lesson or experience for this particular life cycle, and then we're going to look at fulfillment of the life cycle, or how you integrate the lesson or experience, what happens as you do that. First of all, for the lesson or experience, I do see that you are giving a gift to somebody. If this is coming up as a relationship thing, then this would be giving somebody another chance with you. It doesn't have to be a relationship thing, though. This could be, this could be at work, giving somebody another chance. This could be thinking that you're going to quit your job and deciding, you know what, no, I'm going to give it another chance. But definitely there's something here about giving some kind of gift to somebody. And that can be, maybe you buy somebody a birthday cake and bring it into work on their birthday. Or, whatever. Maybe you bring in flowers for them. All kinds of stuff that a gift can be. Does not have to be, giving somebody a second chance. Can be a very literal gift. So gift giving is the lesson or the experience. And then as we get into fulfillment of this life cycle, we've got a couple of things going on here. The first one is, as you give this gift and as you see the results of what happens after you give this gift, you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable with how things worked out whenever it came to that. And there actually start to be some resentments. I see you starting to be resentful about how things happened. So to me, this says probably whoever you gave this gift to didn't really appreciate it that much. And so now you're like, I went to a lot of trouble to do whatever it was. And really? No appreciation here? There's just definitely some kind of resentment building around that. Ultimate fulfillment of this life cycle is when you come to the point where you feel balanced, where you just make peace with the whole situation and you realize, you know what, I gave them that. It's up to them whether they appreciate it or whether they don't, but I did my part in this equation. I brought my part to the table, and if they don't appreciate it, then I can't change that. They just don't appreciate it. And sort of making peace with that, maybe realizing, well, maybe the gift I got them, maybe that wasn't something that they see as useful or something that they see as they need, or even coming to peace with the idea that, this person just is not on the same page with me. What can you do about that? Just make peace with it and be able to move forward in some kind of balanced way. And that's what I see you doing, just making peace and moving forward in a very balanced way, very peacefully, serenely, just letting it go. Okay, so Aries, that's what I see coming up for you for one of your life cycles in July. I hope these insights help you, and you guys have a fabulous month. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.